That was a pretty wild set. We're gonna go to I'm assuming slightly less wild set, but I mean you never know. This is gonna be a platinum. These are two platinum players. This is part of the Masters tournament. Here, let me bring up the bracket here. This is the second match of the first round for the platinum players here. They're the top four platinum players. Nebula beat T-Flame pretty handily. That was, that was that happens. Turns out Nebula pretty good, but we'll see. They're gonna have to
pretty good too.
Yeah, T-Flame is pretty good too. But SpyParty is hard and things happen. Yeah. Nebula got lucky apparently. Yeah.
And so to clear up after this match, whoever wins. So, for example, the next round is OP Rights and Assassine Effect. They're waiting for the two players to win. One of them is Nebula. The second player is going to be decided in this match. So the higher seed Diamond 3 OP Rights will get to choose either Nebula or the person who wins Max versus Tabsies match. Okay. And Assassine Effect will get the other one. So
let's be honest, after the results of that first match, they're probably not picking Nebula.
Yes. Yeah. I would not. But anyway, we're gonna see Max, Snax, and Tabsies today. This is the second and third seed. I got some more info here. This is the bracket. This is the regular season. These are the final scores for them. So pretty close. Just a couple points away. Just. The Max had one more win than Tabsies, and that one more win was actually Max beating Tabsies. So they did beat Tabsies, but it wasn't by a lot. It was 9-6, so not a blowout. So anything can happen here. But being a higher seed means that they get one extra pick in the draft. So it's gonna be.
So Max Snax can pick 4 venues and Tabsies will pick 3.
Yeah, and in this Masters one, they get 2 multiplies each. So that means we got ourselves a wild draft here. We got so once again we got a player that chose not to ban or restrict.
I mean, when you get an extra pick. Fair play.
Yeah. Might as well. You need all the options you can get. Tabsy's not feeling the same. They don't want Veranda, so we're not going to see any of that again today. And then they're not sure how they feel about Gallery. Maybe it's a good choice because Gallery was picked. But anyways, so now we got some.
So that leaves us with Tabsies picking up Aquarium, Redwoods, and Terrace. Max picking up Tayan, Ballroom, Modern, Gallery.
Yes.
And we've got
we've
got multiplies on Aquarium, Tayan, Ballroom, and Ballroom.
Yes. That means we got 4 games of Aquarium and Tayan, and then 6 games of Ballroom. And then
I don't think I've ever seen a triple tag before. I'm so excited.
Yes, we did. I think there was one there have been some, but not a whole lot. But I mean, it's fitting that it's Ballroom because most people I feel like when it's triple, it usually ends up being Ballroom because it's just such a I'm not gonna say everybody likes it, but most people do.
It is a well-loved venue, to be sure.
Yes, anyway, so here we go. We're just going to jump right into it here with, looks like we got...
It's not Ballroom yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Aquarium first.
Yeah, they're saving the best for last.
And then
I'll mention that this is the, I think first to...
well, this is first to 12.
Yeah, first to 12. So we got... This will be a little bit of a longer set, and we'll see how it goes. And I think I am ready.
Yeah, bro, I'm ready.
Tabsies on the spy to open the festivities versus Max Snax on the sniper. Let's get this thing underway in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Starts right near a vulnerable seduction target early on and immediately capitalizes with 51% on the first flirt and steps away from it without wasting any time.
Yeah, you were worried about how we would compare to the previous set in terms of spy play, and both these players telling both from the unfortunate experience, their spies, while of course not as chaotic as the players we saw before, they're still aggressive. They'll still be looking for plays, and they have one of the lowest timeout rates in Platinum. So if they're not willing to time out basically ever if they can help it.
Yeah. So it's going to be calmer and more composed, but still certainly fiery. Back Tabsies goes into the same spot he came from the first time around, waiting for their turn to talk. For the second flirt, another green test to get the seduce done early.
Teams were highlighting bar early, and yeah, but see, this just seems like we're bar. We're currently looking for bar. There are quite a few bar visitors early on. Wonder if Tabsies is gonna pick up on that. And yeah, okay, we decide to leave. We have no use in this conversation anymore. Seems we're gonna try to go for a contact here.
Indeed, it does. Well, the nice thing about busy bars is even if it's not something you pick up on and actively make use of, it still definitely does take up a lot of a sniper's attention. There's the contact coming off, a good number of lowlights. I think that was 4 of them coming out from the contact, which is actually not terrible on this venue.
That's not terrible, and 2 conversations with presumed real double agents. And interestingly enough, the bar highlights have stayed throughout this entire time. Usually have been brought down, but it's thus far we are keeping them. Interestingly enough.
We'll see if anything comes of that later on. Tabsy's in conversation with a bunch of innocent folk at the moment. 1:20 left to play as Tabsies is looking around, trying to decide where their next destination lies.
We were trying to eye for the ambassador initially, but the ambassador is going to be now in relative safety as the shark is going to be going from the top again to the middle. So no bottom shark for to potentially, as we're going to go for the inspects here.
Yep, out to statues we go. Definitely was going to be very surprised to see a swap in this situation, but a swap we got. It is a green test on that. 1 inspect for our troubles as well. This could absolutely be a decisive moment in the game.
Depends on who gets called. It's a highlight who gets called.
It is indeed. How's Max Snax' reaction to this? There's the pickup. There's the swap. There's the bug while walking, and immediately gets shot for it. I think.
Yeah, it took a while to process. It took a while for the. Sometimes it takes a bit for the human mind to process that you've been shot, but it is correct, and yeah. I actually like the finish of that play because that would have been bottom shark for us. If that had been the bottom shark, we would have been able to be below the shark if we managed to pick out that play. But unfortunately, a bit of a late post-mortem here from Alice. But Max Snax correctly figures out the play from Tabsies and just aware that this could be a finish for the spy, and even if the highlight picks it up. So, very nice attempt from Tabsies, a better sniper from Snax.
Absolutely. Snax now stepping into the spy role themselves. Let's see what they can do in the spy's shoes in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Quite fancy shoes. That's Tex.
Possibly the fanciest at the party.
Yeah. He's got style.
Oh, the twins also have some pretty nice shoes.
I mean, like, come on. No one rocks the style as Tex, as we got a 34% flirt.
Certainly not quite as fast of a start as Tabsies had, but 34% still quite solid, and in with the double agent as well. Ambassador almost made themselves available, but got bounced away.
They really want to make themselves available.
Yeah.
If I were gonna settle into a conversation as right from the bottom shark, oh.
Tried again! Just really wandering around the spy, but no bugs as of yet. And still just that 34% on the flirt as the seduction target goes briefcasing.
Yeah, I guess we're waiting to. We want to get a second flirt and a seduction target. Yeah, comes right next to us, 68% flirt.
You love to see it. It's just another white test, but still with plenty of time to get that last one done. Needs to be a little bit careful about positioning, but should be able to finish it in 3 guaranteed. Into the bar we go, looking to pick up a delegate.
Yeah, some other bar visitors here as well. You can if there's even more coming in, might as well send the Purloin out and just be in a pool of suspects, as there's a seduction target and a double agent in our conversation.
We've gone back to the same conversation once again, a different spot, but the same place. Taking the contact here before we grab the flirt, so a couple of lowlights, but again, not too bad, all things considered.
Yeah, the biggest problem, at least right now for us, is that we're the only highlights who has a real contact. And now we're delegating to Smallman here.
I don't know if it's going to come off in time. It's going to be a little tight, especially because he had a drink in hand and wasn't the first one to the bar. I don't think that's going to come off.
Maybe just barely.
Maybe I just remembered the timing. Oh! No, it does. It does barely expire.
Oh, that was 1 second off. That was 1 second off. That's quite unfortunate. But yeah, with that failed Purloin, and minutes 10 left, doesn't seem that there's clear avenues for finishing.
Never mind! There doesn't need to be, because Tabsies takes a missed shot on an AI at the statues, and Max Snax goes up by 2.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Red Dress had a real contact. I want to see if she was anywhere at statues at any point in this game. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe he had a bug credit somewhere early on in the game. Oh yeah, she was at statues right at the beginning of the game at the top side, so I think that was just a presumed swap credit for Red Dress here.
Well, I think I think there's a potential Shark Walk coming.
Yeah, as well, and potential Shark Walk coming with inspects done.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well, the bottom shark coming in. And yeah, I think that's ultimately not a terrible shot. It is definitely reasonable. If she was the contact with a real double agent, she just finished inspects. You may phantom, not phantom even. You may not even know that initially a swap could have happened early on because it was the top shark. She was blocking the view. I think it's a correct shot. I think it's just a bit unfortunate it's not correct one for Tabsies.
Yeah, I think if the shark is elsewhere, you maybe don't pull the trigger on that, but because of where that positioning is, it really looks like a spy setting up for an endgame shark walk. So it's very much a reasonable shot to take. Either way, Max Snax up by 2 and back on the sniper side of Aquarium in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
As Tabs, I gotta feel a bit unfortunate that Okay, that one of the AIs has just happened to be 48%.
48% on the first flirt. That is not into flirt range, just barely.
Yeah, but
That's a
seduction
huge
target.
bar rush, actually. Look at that.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. And yeah, maybe we're gonna be eyeing in to be a part of that as well. Doesn't
Looks like we're
seem
gonna
so.
go
We're looking at
early.
the shark. We're not looking even at the bar currently.
Indeed. I have been conditioned by the previous game to freak out whenever the ambassador is remotely nearby.
They're not that bold yet.
Indeed.
We'll see how the set is going to transform.
So
But
48%
yeah, thus
on the flirt and no other progress as of yet as we tick under 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, we're waiting for our seduction target to settle into some sort of conversation circle. But unfortunately, they've been moving
just
around in the
not.
bar. Yeah, we're gonna go for this briefcase here. I don't know if there's
I think
even a
it's an
print on
empty
this.
briefcase, though.
Yeah, it's just an empty briefcase. Yeah. Again, I think
This is a tough start for Tabsies in this game.
yeah, it is quite a tough start. He should get a second flirt unless the seduction target just decides to bail, which he doesn't 91%. So any flirt will do for us. So it's guaranteed a free flirt at the very least.
Yeah, it does hit the second green test, so winds up in a position where all he needs to do is find another wherever it may lie. Interestingly, goes for a fake contact in this position. Suspected double agent was out of conversation when it happened, but entered shortly after, so we'll see what happens with that.
Sometimes if you're not sure, not 100% sure if the suspected double agent is in the conversation, you feel like, okay, I'm just gonna credit it as if it was.
Indeed. There's the flirt getting finished up, but that's all the progress we have so far. Minute and 20 to play. No inspects, no contact, no bug, no prints. Not even a delegate in their pocket. Out to the back statues we go to start finding some progress elsewhere. There's a print here as well, so this should be a decent amount of it, but it's still going to be difficult to work with. We actually take a green swap at the back. That could be Tabsies' ticket back into this one if it comes off cleanly.
Yeah, I don't. There's no way you can. Okay, Duke is gonna get called for it. I just don't think that. Oh, there's a print on this drink as well.
Shark coming. Print on the drink.
Real contact.
Swap is off, not hidden by the shark. There's the contact. Here's mission win countdown. We're taking lowlights instead of looking for a shot. I think he saw the statue just barely in time, and Max Snax finds the shot with 2 seconds left on the clock.
What a big rush finish from Tabsies. I was for sure thinking that we're gonna have to do almost like a crash purloin or just a crash bug just to extend the game, but finds a nice sequence of 2 prints into a swap and a contact. But Snax is aware that could be a finish for Irish here. Looks at the statue, sees the swap, and barely in time shoots Tabsies and is up 3-0.
That was a very strong play from the spy that just barely didn't get him there. Was just waiting for everything to line up, and when it finally did, knocked all them dominoes down just to get stymied at the last possible moment. It's 3-0 as Tabsies steps into the sniper side looking for their first game win of the match. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Max Snax immediately chases down their seduction target for that early 51% on the flirt.
And a lot of people out in statues, out in the books, a lot of things to process for the sniper. So again, you don't want to. It's that initial early taxation of the sniper's memory can eventually come. I want to say later on in the set that could overwhelm them potentially. If there's a lot of people doing a lot of things early and often, that just compounds throughout the 4 minutes of the entire set.
Looked like he was waiting for a timer flirt, but wasn't able to get it. The seduction target steps away before the cooldown expires. Had a moment with the ambassador, but the shark was a little bit too high to be able to comfortably take the bug. So it's just waiting for things to line up, and out to the bar we go to pick up the next flirt, a white test for 85%.
Yeah, and again, quite a few bar visitors. Again, we see Tabsies highlighting for bar visitors. And again, quite a few highlights here. Now we're looking for a bug here, but Ambassador just moves away from the potential shark cover.
Yeah, we've had a few opportunities very nearly, but the shark is always just barely not in the right spot. So we pick up a delegate, and away we go out to the back. Normally I would call this a window, but the back divider pad?
Yeah, divider from the exclusive area of the aquarium.
No VIP access for these folks. Out to the blue bookcase we go. Doesn't look like we're planning on making use of this delegate.
If you know that your opponent is always highlighting for Purloin here, sometimes it's good just to sometimes it's okay to just take the delegate and not follow through on it.
Yeah.
You just don't want to condition
that you're. Yeah.
Just it's basically condition to not condition the sniper that you're going to do just one thing for the entire set. The seduction target just comes into the conversation circle with our double agent.
And even at a significant distance, we've got enough on the flirt to be able to get that done. Unfortunately, takes the contact first, and the seduction target bails away before we're able to get the flirt. So we need to give chase, and the flirt gets done there. So contact and flirt done with 1 minute to play. We've seen how fast these dominoes can fall if you've got it lined up right, though. So with 50 seconds to play, we actually do take a time ad before the beep beeps arrive. So plus 45 seconds is going to be useful.
It's definitely going to be useful. So turns out the highlight from Purloin is staying onto us and onto other
print here.
partgoers.
If we could hit this print, it would be huge. Does take the inspects first.
We don't even attempt.
No, just puts it down. Minute to play. We've got the 2 inspects in our pocket, and back into the bar we go. I wonder if we're going to do some late delegate shenaniganry. We do take one, so it's certainly not a direct Purloin. 45 seconds now.
Not a lot of time, that's the problem, and... Oh, there's the bug! But Tabsies is on it.
The bug on the way into conversation right as the shark is arriving, but shark wasn't quite there yet, and when he lands in conversation, the head is still exposed, and the shot comes off clean. Tabsies on the board, it's 1-3.
And it's not a bad bug, actually, looking from the sniper's perspective. And that was just, I think, a behavioral shot as well. Don't really see the arm at all.
I feel like Matt Snax was just not quite dealing with the shark correctly that entire game. To be fair, a lot of it wasn't their fault. It was more the party arriving just a moment too early or just a moment too late and him not being able to make use of it. But at that last moment there, I feel like if the shark was anywhere else, that bug comes off fairly cleanly. Because even without the shark there at all, the angle on that was really good and it would have been hard to see. But because it looked like it was being hidden behind the shark, because it looked like it might be setting up for a shark walk, again, I think that may be a big reason why the shot came off.
Yeah, I think I agree. Sometimes you might do something a little bit more obvious. It's a bit counterintuitive, but you have to do something a little bit more quote unquote
Exposed.
obvious or open to not raise a suspicion of the sniper. But raise suspicions they did. We get shot, and Max Snax exits aquarium up 3-1. And now is on the sniper side. Again, Tabsies playing as Tex in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Taeyen, the next venue, does not quite get lucky with the shoji placement, but this is going to be a much smaller and more chaotic venue either way. This is a place where bugs come off cleanly with regularity because there is just so much going on in those center conversations. 51% on the early flirt at the back windows. And in conversation with the double agent we go.
Yeah, this shoji setup is based on the angle that you take. So a lot of the times you don't have statues in your peripheral vision at any point in time. So that's possibly one angle that you're eyeing up as Tabsies. Obviously bug at some point, especially at that back conversation there. But I would imagine, since you can't really do books with this shoji setup, with all the 3 shoji happen to be over the statues, surely you're probably going to try to do something in there. Or maybe not, we're just going to go for a bug in a purloin. Or something
Maybe. Either way, well, now that the ambassador has taken a step to his right, we are actually in a decent position to possibly get a reverse drive-by bug depending on where the ambassador goes, but unfortunately, he heads right down the bookcase side of the venue, so doesn't give us any opportunity. So instead, we just step into conversation with our seduction target to prepare for the next flirt. Here's the flirt coming off. It is another green to get the flirt done in 2. No other progress as of yet, but plenty of time still to play.
There's a purloin in the midst of things. It is a green.
There is indeed. Let's see what happens with the chain. We actually do get one fairly long delay before stepping away from that one, and a number of rejects here coming out of it is really big.
Yeah, and a really good thing is that it's the only highlight in the venue has rejected the drink, but here's the take.
There's the take. Doesn't get to see the fade because Toby's head was directly in the way. Now I think he gets a good look at the tray, and the list is no longer there.
No movement yet from Snax.
Yeah, it's possible his eyes were elsewhere, and he just really hasn't noticed the purloin at all. Either way, this has worked out great for Tabsies. So we've got the purloin done, we've got the flirt done.
We still need 2 more missions.
There's no way, right?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the double agent is in the bookshelves here, so it's not going to be anywhere in the conversations for a long time, but we still need 2 more missions.
Got a little bit of time. They have re-entered conversation now. If we could get a bug on the way in here, it is going to be a contact first.
We're going to go for a crash buck at the end of the game here.
Looks like it. 15 seconds. Ambassador steps out, but we don't take any shot at the bug. Sorry.
I think we're just gonna time out.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought maybe he was gonna go for the statues to take a swap at the last moment and just pretend that everything's fine, but winds up not even getting to a mission site in time. Just tabs out, and Max Snax goes up 4-1.
Yeah, really actually good patience from I would say, really good hold from the contact, as 3 of your highlights does have a real contact, but Snax confident they don't have a 4th. And I don't think we were very suspicious in that purloin chain. At least we were not highlighted for it.
Yeah, I think Tabsies had a huge opportunities. Tabsies had a huge opportunity there, but didn't know how well he got away with that purloin, so didn't do anything aggressive at the end. And Max, just with a really good hold.
Yeah, very good holds. And up 4-1.
Let's jump into the next one. Max Snax on the spy, this time on Taeyen in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And again, well, this time we do have a slightly more split shoji. So that's going to be useful for Max Snax on the spy side. Able to open early on with 51% on the flirt from the back conversation. Close green test.
Yeah, this shoji definitely more favorable towards the spy, just because shoji are actually in the way and blocking some things. You would prefer maybe this isn't quote unquote a perfect setup, but I would argue there isn't really a perfect setup. It's just that some shoji variants are more favorable towards some mission sites to others.
Honestly, any sort of split on the front two shojis and you're feeling fairly good as the spy.
Yeah, I agreed. Just narrows the angle that the sniper has clear visibility of.
So there's the flirt done, and a banana split on the way out as well. So that's 2 missions done back to back quite quickly. We do pick up a highlight for our troubles, although a lot of the party is, so that could be not nearly as bad as it looks. Be able to pick up a print off the briefcase as well.
Yeah, I would say half of the party is highlights. Now, you want to be Lola, but a difficult miss on the print. It's unfortunate.
Not difficult print is an unfortunate miss. It's an unfortunate miss for Max Snax. That could have been huge going forward, but he's got plenty of time to keep making this work.
We're gonna go for. I was gonna say we're gonna try to go for a soft tail finish and dare Tabsies to shoot us. It seems that we're not willing to pull the trigger on that just yet. We don't take the pro, we just simply innocently reject. Yeah, 90 seconds.
Yep, still a good amount of time. We haven't been to statues yet, so we want to go there first to try to start picking up inspects, and that's exactly what we do.
This is a Sty statue, though, interestingly enough.
Yeah, not going to center. Trying to display that they haven't actually finished their inspects there. They just picked up the first one. And out to the front of the venue we go.
There's a fingerprint at the blue bookshelf where Ambassador was recently. The briefcase has been left here, but we don't take it. We're just gonna go to the back end statue. I think we're gonna go for a swap here.
It's quite possible. No, it's a printable. It just had a print on it. No wonder he didn't go to the center statue there. That's the print done, the inspect's done, the game done. As Tabsies is able to find the shot and bring another one back, it's 4-2.
Yeah, a good attempt for Max Snax. I didn't know when this print came off. This print was from a while. 2 minutes, 2 minutes 10 seconds when the Ambassador picked up, and it's basically 2 minutes before. No one has even touched it before. Max Snax very aware, but so is Tabsies, and a full soft tail finish from Snax unfortunately does not yield rewards. Tabsies shoots them correctly, and we're back again within 2 points of each other.
Yeah, good print tracking. Let's see what Tabsies is able to do from the spy side if he's able to close this gap in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Ambassador in a very dangerous position. Lots of people are going to have bug credit now, I think.
Yeah, we got Duke has been highlighted for said bug credits.
And out to the seduction target we go for an early flirt. We're
Highlight
playing
onto
around
us.
the ambassador, but not close enough to actually be a risk.
Yeah, but if we pick up a highlight, whilst not doing any real missions yet, that's worrying.
It is indeed. It might just have been an ugly path, but either way, it's not something you want to see. 51% on the flirt, but that's a scary start.
Or it could have been a potential flirt track. So sometimes spies, if they get a little bit laissez-faire and just flirt very aggressive out of the blue, the snipers can catch that. But I'm not sure because, again, we have quite a few highlights picked up just for that. So I wonder what it really is for. That is one of the most difficult things to try to parse out as a caster.
Either way, the flirt done right before the seduction target steps away, so that's a nice pickup. 2 minutes to play, no other progress. Where do we go next, do you think?
So I was gonna say
may
maybe
not need to go anywhere as the double agent steps in to say hi.
I was gonna say that there's no way that both SDA and the DA are in the same conversation, but instead SDA picks up a print. I think we don't want to take this conflict because as we ignore Toby,
Oh dear. Yeah, it doesn't
bit of the
look
bit.
like he got caught out on it, but it was certainly a moment.
Yeah, to some people it may not be experienced. You as a spy, you have a maximum of time of 6 seconds before you can to reject or accept Toby's requests. If you take longer than that, it is considered an etiquette break, as we go to center statues and barely pick up the 3 inspects before our seduction target picks up the statue and we're unable to do so. And here's a swap!
That's
White
a swap! Just a straight up white swap. So swap done, inspect done, flirt done. We need one more mission. 50 seconds to get it. What's the reaction?
And Tex is blocking the statue. Shoji and Tex and Duke is also covering it for us. I don't think this has been seen.
I think you're right. That is a wild moment as the AI drops in.
And the green portal, it's gonna be full silent game.
Wouldn't that be wild? 25 seconds. There's a reject. It looks like we're heading out to the back to try to set up for a time ad if we need it, but
out of sight, out of mind, but mission will cool down.
It's not going to be overtime.
Here's the list, but the wrong shot!
He takes the shot, but it's not the right one. And Tabsies puts together a beautiful game from the spy side that Snax is not able to catch. It's back within 1, 3-4.
Yeah, very bold green purloin at the front here. If we miss that, we're 100% dead. That's super bold, but fortune favors the bold as we get quite a nice chain, and Duke takes the list behind Shoji. No way to see the fade. We only see that the list is missing. And we take the shot on the taker. Unfortunately, it's just not the correct shot for Snax. And Tabsies with a beautiful finish at the end there. Finds the spy win and pulls it back within 1.
At this level of SpyParty, you do have to take risks as a spy. And Tabsies was able to get away with doing exactly that. A brilliant spy game that he was able to put together. And if he can find this win on the sniper side, he'll be back level in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Sniping on Taeyeon, though, not the easiest endeavor. We've seen proof of that already.
Yeah, a very packed and chaotic venue. Very difficult to suss out who has done what in many cases because... especially when it comes to the ambassador, there's just so many people in such close proximity. 34% on the early flirt is not quite what Snax was hoping to pick up, but plenty of time to work with. Able to pick up a difficult print on the drink as well, so actually quite a nice start here.
We did pick up something that of value, and difficult fingerprints, of course, way harder to track as we have a contact. Only one
That's
person
such
is
a
out.
good contact.
Yeah, only one person is out. And you didn't even lowlight immediately because we were worried about the bug happening from anyone else in the back conversation even. So,
I mean, it's high-level spy party when people hear a contact and guard ambassador instead of actually reacting to it.
yeah, indeed. Again, we have contact. We have part of the flirts. Okay, we didn't take the bug. Again, I'm a bit conditioned to you as well, but the angle that Tabsies took guarded that very well. So I don't think we're gonna get away with it clean.
So the current situation, we have 34% on the flirt, contact done, and 1 print. Minute and 40 seconds left to play. Still plenty of time to work with on this venue, but time is slowly starting to tick away. Looks like we're heading back to the seduction target to pick up a second flirt.
It seems that way. We're a bit patient here. It is an 85% flirt. Ambassador's leaving a fingerprintable center statue here for us potentially to finish.
It's a purloin, though. It's a direct purloin. White test. Did not hit the green, so the list is gone immediately. No reaction from Tabsies as of yet. It looked like he was looking right at it, but his rhythm never faltered.
Yeah, could be no oh, we can't even squeeze into the conversation for the last flirt here.
That's okay. We don't need it yet. Still 45 seconds to play. We should be able to tuck in now next to the twin.
Get rid of the drink, as now seduction target is going to be a bookshelf.
Chase the green bookcase. This is fine. 30 seconds to play. We need the last print. Gets the flirt done. 20 seconds.
We're really
get to that center
waiting.
Statues, I think. 15. No, he's just going for something else.
I think we're waiting for a bug.
To try to get a bug on the way out, but this is going to cause an overtime. There's no overtime when the sniper just takes a shot. Max Snax gets it done from the spy side and maintains their lead. It's 5-3.
I wonder, I'm looking at the replay here, I wonder if that was a little for that twitch at the end from Tex here as he picks up the briefcase and redirects right next to the same conversation
Tex
circle.
is the double agent, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, yes, Tex is double agent. You're right.
I was like looking at him like, wait a second. I mean,
yeah.
That doesn't even look like a miss shot. He literally just shot the DA.
Yeah, that looks like Alice is our DA, not the Tex here.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Let's. I'm sure that Tabsies wants to move on from this game.
Yep, I think so. You hate to see it, but you know what you love to see is triple ballroom.
The players certainly do.
Absolutely. It's going to be Tabsies on the spy side first versus Max Snax' sniper, starting at 3-5.
Oh, no, it's red. Wait. Yeah, it's ballroom, correct. It is correct, ballroom. The graphics showed it's Redwoods, but it's actually ballroom, the triple ballroom. It's Seek.
Redwoods up next after this. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
My apologies.
I also thought it was going to be Redwoods next, but then I went to the next game and Ballroom popped up, and I'm like, all right.
Bug attempt at the start of the game.
It's fine. Nobody noticed. If nobody noticed, it didn't happen.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, I guess, from Challenger all the way to Platinum.
A very full conversation with the double agent. It looks like we wanted in, but weren't able to find our way through, and it takes a quick redirect out to an innocent conversation so they don't wind up slamming face first into a conversation they can't get into.
Our seduction target is...
Huh.
Yeah, it has been very active and not selling it. We haven't been able to flirt, and we haven't picked up any other form of progress in this minute,
Tabsies
more or
just
less.
kind of paced back and forth throughout the start of this game. Didn't get any progress, and now is in an innocent conversation. So I'm not quite sure what the plan here is from the spy side. But now we finally do whatever that was. I thought we were heading for the seduction target, but no, we're just not getting any progress.
I think we're gonna go for a time man, maybe even potential a couple. No, we just...
I think he's just trying to run the clock.
But even then, might as well get some flirt progress in, as we finally step in our seduction target. It's a white test for 34%. Yeah.
That's the first piece of progress with 1:40 left to play. This is not going well time-wise. We are like under balcony levels of time pressure with 2 extra missions to get.
I would really love for a timeout or even 2 at this point from Tabsies. It's just, but the longer we wait, the less likely we're gonna be able to get away that clean.
No, I'm pretty sure that Tabsies had decided early on that he was going to turn this game into some form of frame job. Normally, spies will continue to make as much progress as they can in the meantime, but that Snax is not being given anything to look at. So Tabsies is really just going all in on a frame attempt here. He's going to need to take a contact at some point, but the double agent is not being friendly about it. 40 seconds to play, and the DA is not available.
Yeah, we do requests here, but yeah, this party has been very quiet. Oh, there's a fight test. Interrupted.
It's a white test purloin. It's behind a pillar. I think he's attempting to make that look like there was a reject chain going on. 20 seconds to play. He's got to take a fake contact here, I think. No, he's going for an actual rush. Gets the bug on the way through. Wanted to get a real contact at the end there, but the double agent steps away, so back out we go. 5 seconds. It's the flirt first. It's the contact next. He doesn't.
We don't know. No. Oh, if we hit that green, we could potentially bring it into mission win cooldown. And based on the Snax reaction, I'm not sure who he would have shot here, since it's not a highlight onto any one of us, and that bug is really clean. It's behind the pillar entirely. We just weren't watching it.
Completely clean, and he went hard for the truest possible late rush. Even with the double agent bailing on us at the last moment, it was still possible. If we hit the green test, we just couldn't hit the green test at the end.
Oh yeah, we have some answers from Snax. Apparently, should there be a mission one call down, Seek would have been the shot, even without the highlights.
Fair enough.
Oh wait, no, it's Boots actually. It's Boots apparently.
Either way, it doesn't matter in the match itself. We don't play by could have beens. 3-6. The current scoreline as Max steps into the spy side in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
That's a great tagline for the game. We don't play by the could have beens.
So early white
34%.
test for 34% indeed, and doesn't hang around. Out to the blue bookcase we go immediately afterwards.
I was gonna say seduction target. It seems like they missed us, wanted to be near us again, but
so did the ambassador.
Yeah. So, and we take the book out.
This could be interesting. See if we wind up doing anything with this later on. 2 minutes and 45, plenty of time on the clock, but Right now, all we really have is that 34% on the flirt and the blue book in hand. Out to the conversation with the double agent we go, as some of the conversations are fairly full. You just need to wait for people to settle a little bit more. And we're able to pick up a green test flirt while we're waiting. It's up to 84%.
Also, I like this book play as well. We're gonna wait for a contact, obviously, but I like this picking up a book since we haven't done both players haven't done a transfer yet, and even if this potentially fails, you still want to condition again this long sets especially. You want to condition the sniper to be aware of every single mission at every single time because you want to be doing all of them. As we are gonna go for this briefcase here, as the ambassador goes to the green bookshelf.
Indeed. Unfortunately, the transfer microfilm just is not a favored mission to try to do for at pretty much any level. We are able to get the flirt done with 1:30 to play. We do have the one print. We do have the blue book in hand still. Into contact to go with the double agent again to see if we can find the contact the second time of asking. No, we don't. We just step away out to the windows to pick up a time ad. So 2 minutes on the clock. That is a lot of ambassador bouncing.
But luckily for Snax, it seems that Tabsies was aware that, okay, this is just some weird bouncing from the party goer and not an actual bug attempt. And here's the contact. It is a white test.
Red.
That's the contact done. Pretty solid, all things considered. One highlight got taken out and a neutral light got taken out as well. So that's pretty dang good. Back out to blue bookcase we go to finally put this book back, but not finish the transfer. It goes back where it belongs, but we take the microfilm out first. So blue film in pocket, but we spent a lot of time to get that bit of progress.
Yeah, at least we got some progress, but I want to say the problem of this, we did the animation transfer really late, considering we're gonna have to do this again at the green bookshelves where there's a lot less cover, and right now the ambassador is even on it, so you're inclined to be even on this side, potentially guarding it. Nothing happening on the other side of the venue, as indeed we take away this book and not gonna do this right now.
In conversation next to the ambassador, but we've got the book in that hand, so no opportunity to take a bug there. 30 seconds to play. Time runs very short indeed. Out to the green book. I thought the green bookcase to try to put this away, but it looks like we're taking the briefcase first. I'm so confused, Max. What are you doing? What's the plan here?
I think we're gonna have to go briefcase and bug here. We don't have time for a...
Yeah, I think so.
But we're pushing it.
Print done. 4 seconds. That's a weird return angle. Takes the bug back into conversation, but there's no way to get away with that one. Tabsies is on top of it. It's 4-6.
Yeah, I guess a bit of... I just really want to see a direct transfer there, just based on how long we had this book and now we even time at it. I guess even then, if the sniper catches you, the transfer option leaves you with so little time that you just have to basically panic briefcase into a crash bug at the end of the game there. So maybe Max is regretting not doing a direct transfer there. That could have potentially saved them a lot of time and helped them find a cleaner finish should he not get shot for it, obviously.
Yeah, it felt like a little bit of a panicked end to that game, somewhat flustered finish. Didn't wind up working out for Max, and now he's only up by 2. Tabsies from the spy side has a chance to cut the deficit in half in 3, 2, 1, playing it. An early game bug attempt, no harm, no foul, had the right angle to try it. It was low percentage, but also low risk. Didn't wind up taking, and that's fine.
Yeah, and the sniper angle was dead on horizontal, so the arm swing that it could be potentially noticed was not visible. So again, as you said, low percentage chance, but low risk as well.
Sometimes those shots are worth taking just in case they wind up working out. Those kind of things are very rarely guarded just because of how low percentage they are. But Tabsies has not been able to track down their seduction target early on, just now landing in conversation with them, so a bit of a late start to the progress here. 2 minutes and 30 to play, and we're just now picking up our first flirt for 34%.
Yeah, again, a bit of a lower start from Tabsies, but the seduction target has been moving quite a bit as well beforehand, so not an easy time to pick up a flirt. I wonder if we're gonna try to go for a walking bug here. It seems like we're angling for it, but unfortunately Ambassador leaves before we can pull that off.
Double Agent is here, so I think we're just waiting for the conversations to fill up just a little bit more. And a little bit more is exactly what happens. The contact comes off, lets off, I think, 3 or 4 lowlights, which isn't too bad, but not fantastic. And we're just waiting for the timer flirt at this point. Never mind, we're going for a bug, and it's a good one.
That bug Tabsies has been eyeing since the Ambassador was the last time that conversation circle at that position. And I think it got away with it clean. No reaction. We're still guarding the bug here from other party goers. I think we got away with it clean. Yeah, but again, minutes 10 left. We have to pick up the second flirt fast.
I think we still definitely got time. There's the second flirt. It's another white test to 68%, so we can still get it done in 3, but we're going to need to be careful about our positioning, and that can cause some trouble late in the game. Under a minute to play now. We need one more mission besides. We could just drop into center statues and then come back to the seduction target after, but it looks like Tabsies may have something else in store. It's going to be the timer flirt if Tabsies can get there, which leaves them with very, very little time at the end of the game.
Yeah, and with 20 seconds left, someone going to center statues is their first purloin.
It's going to be purloin. It's going to be a green test on the purloin. 15 seconds to play is almost a guarantee of overtime unless the double agent takes the guest list, and they do not. Overtime it shall be, and hanging at 0. So Max Snax is going to know exactly what the score is. Safety off for a moment, can't decide what the shot is, and winds up taking the wrong decision. So Tabsies on the spy side does indeed cut the deficit in half. It's 6-5.
I don't think we processed the purloin has happened. We didn't look at the list. We just see mission win countdown happening. One of the 2 highlights is right next to the ambassador. I think what happened here is Snax assumed that Wheels crash bugged at the end of the game because we are right beside the ambassador and the overtime is happening. So I think that what has happened here. We didn't even look at the list. We saw Wheels coming right next to the ambassador and assume that was a bug.
Yeah, I completely agree. Wheels' movement over there sort of caught the attention, and as we were rotating over to get a look at it, the list was completely invisible, hidden behind Toby entirely. So it didn't look like a bug, but then overtime happened and he didn't really have a choice. He was right that it wasn't a bug, but he had to take the shot anyways. 5-6, the current scoreline. We've got, I think, 3 more games of ballroom as Max Snax steps into the spy side here versus Tabsies Sniper in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Oh, bug situation, but no bug attempted.
Yeah, we decided against it. There was maybe it's probably a correct decision as well. Sometimes, even if that was a low risk situation that you got caught there, there is still a bit of a risk, and might as well not go for it if it's a low percentage chance. As we go for a flirt and then immediately bail.
Especially with the ambassador sort of wobbling in and out of range, it was very hard to tell what line he was trying to take. So, that's a missed pad. We're able to recover relatively smoothly, but still a scary heart-in-mouth kind of moment for Max Snax there.
Heart in mouth, I like that. But yeah, it was a bit scary. And again, we leave instantly.
Does pick up the flirt, though, to bring us up to 62%. Not the number you want, but certainly up there.
I mean, you'd prefer 100% if you can help it, but...
Always.
Yes, of course, but not always that you can manage it. As we get highlights.
Not sure what the highlight is for, but we do have a reasonable amount of progress early on here, so... One of those things, I guess. We have a blue book in hand.
Maybe we just saw that we talked in that conversation twice already, and we left. Never mind. Okay, we brought back down. So I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, it might have just been a behavioral thing that he changed his mind on. That kind of thing does happen on occasion. Minute and 40 seconds left to play, as our progress is not bad, but very scattered as we step into conversation with the double agent.
Indeed, I think this contact would be pretty damn good.
Yep, he's taking it too. It's just a long delay on the white contact, but does wind up taking it. Only a couple of low lights. Actually winds up getting some pretty good info on there from the sniper side. It looked like a better contact than it was in the end. Into the green bookcase we go to slam this book, and that's the transfer microfilm done. So 2 missions in the books. We've got progress on 2 more.
I think we learned from the last... Oh no, seduction target picks up a briefcase.
That hurts.
We're really hoping for a flirt here. Now, okay, seduction target leaves, unfortunately.
Well, he wasn't even technically in the conversation from the AI's perspective. He was at the briefcase pad. Not flirtable situation, unfortunately, so out to the statues we go to pick up our last pair of inspects and the for realsies highlight. 25 seconds to play. All we need is a close green flirt. Doesn't even have to be that close, just green. This is plenty close enough. Can we hit it? Yes, we can. Is there a reaction from Tabsies? No, there is not. And Max Snax answers back from the spy side, stays up by 2.
What a clutch green test. That was absolutely necessary for us to win. Otherwise, we have to do either a crash bug or a crash purlin at the end there, and our chances go down significantly after that. And again, ultimately, that transfer just not noticed, and Max just cooked the book long enough to make Tabsies forget where it came from. And with the solid 3 missions afterwards, takes the spy win. And just when you think Tabsies is all near tying this set up, Max Snax answers back.
Yeah, Tabsies has been doing a great job of fighting. He's given himself plenty of opportunities, but Max Snax has been doing a great job of holding on to this lead. We'll see if Tabsies can wear him down. He's still got time. Still got games left to work with, starting from the spy side of our last round of ballroom. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
No chaos bug attempt this time, it seems.
Fair enough.
We did. There was a I get proven wrong.
It was a late attempt, but there was an attempt. Did not take, again, one of those low risk, low percentage situations.
You know when sometimes caster
34% flirt.
You know sometimes when casters jinx the player, I think this time players jinx the caster. I'm starting it now.
I love it. The reverse caster's curse.
It's player's curse at this point.
In conversation with the double agent, and the conversation's pretty dang full. There are a couple of people out and about, but
This would be a really good
time.
Yeah, it would be a really good contact in terms of how many people will have a reel. But of course, you just can't know as a spy who's the other suspected double agent.
Absolutely. Wounds up deciding it's a little bit too risky and is going to have to come back to it another time. Green test on the second flirt brings us up to 85%. 2 minutes and 10 to play. Double agent does drop back in, though, so unfortunately at this point the conversation has thinned out, so I don't see us taking the contact the second time around either.
Yeah, unlikely. Though there's a lot of people in conversations. There's just not a lot of reels as we are going for a contact. It is a white test.
Yeah, does take it as the conversations finally fill up a little bit more. Ours is quite thin, but the others are full. So 3 lowlights coming off of there, no highlights for reels, winds up being quite a good contact for Tabsies.
Yeah, definitely good in terms of how many people you lull it, but I just wondering if Snax is aware of how many people have got reels because it isn't loads up. As we go for a bug, it's a drink bug from Tabsies.
On the way through.
It's a drink bug. We bugged with the drink hand. That's something that we should have. That's an extremely difficult trick to do.
I don't even know what the tech is to make that happen. It's very impressive to see that kind of thing happen, but I
try to explain it after the game. We'll try to explain it after the game. There's 45 seconds left. The witching hour is here. We need one more flirt and one more mission afterwards.
Luckily, at 85% on the flirt, it doesn't matter the positioning. He can be as far away as he wants, and he is as far away as he wants. There was plenty of room there, so he didn't need to be. Either way, Max Snax finds it even before the purloin comes off. Somehow catching on to that bug, I think.
Yeah, and to explain it, so you cannot normally bug with the hand that you have a drink in or a briefcase, or basically if your hand is full, or a book in this instance. But if you trigger a bug with in this specific instance, your right hand at the latest possible moment, and then you switch sides to where your this time left hand is closest, the left hand, even though it's full, you will do a bug with that hand.
So basically,
I can tell you in 9,500 games I have played, I accidentally did this once in my entire time playing the game. And Tabsies has been known to do this on the regular.
Amazing.
And it's the only person to do this.
It seems like really the only way to do that with any kind of consistency is just grinding down standing into walking bug timings, just trying to get that sorted out. Very impressive stuff. I don't know how that shot was found, but it was an incredible play to find it. That puts Max Snax up by 3, stepping back into ballroom as Tabsies tries to keep pace from the sniper side in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, very impressive from Tabsies, but just a better sniper from Snax. It is seriously impressive.
51% on the flirt to open the game. It was a pretty relaxed path into conversation as well, so no suspicion early on as we head out fairly quickly out to a painting to help coax the cooldown faster. There's the expiry on that, so we should be able to get a second flirt pretty swiftly here. There's the second flirt, there's the second green test, there's the first mission done.
Yeah, at least in these ballroom sets. Oh, there's a bug attempt.
That was a bug attempt on the way into statues in the back there. That could very easily have been seen, especially with the angle that the sniper was at, but still rotating and looking elsewhere means no eyes on it. Unfortunately, too far away for it to take, as we thought the ambassador was going to keep walking.
Yeah, if the ambassador was in the middle, if the ambassador was in the middle set of statues, that could have potentially took. And that's a bug you don't really try to guard for.
Yeah.
And this briefcase unfortunately had no print on it.
Yeah, just tried to get mission progress, wound up with an empty briefcase. So it's been a bit of a slow start for Max Snax, but he does have his 2 inspects. He does have his flirt done pretty quickly. Minute and 40 left to play is plenty of time to get all he needs done.
Maybe eyeing for pearling it, but the pearl has just been taken, so I presume not. But unfortunately, the A leaves the conversation as well, so...
Back into the back statues we go to finish up this inspect and grab a print for our troubles. Minute and 15 to play. Contact still available. 1 more print needed.
Banana bread.
There's the contact, and there's the
split.
shot as Tabsies is absolutely on top of it.
Yeah, it's just an immediate contact split. Just behaviorally, Tabsies was all over that. But I think even beforehand, Tabsies was our main suspect. Even if we don't split there, once the contact happens, we're basically we're the only highlight who has a reel. And even if we don't split, we would be the number 1 suspect. And I think we've been waiting for any semblance of progress, and that would have been a shot. Of course, it's not 100% to say that Tabsies, it's not 100%, but yeah, that split, I think, confirmed it for Tabsies.
6
and
to 8
we walk away from the ballroom, the triple ballroom finally. And yeah, Tabsies again with a slight deficit to climb over.
6 to 8 the current scoreline. Tabsies has been knocking on the door plenty of times. Hasn't yet broken through. Let's see if they can manage to knock on the door once again from Redwoods in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Some weird bouncing to open up the festivities, but Tabsies lands safely in conversation next to the seduction target. Should pick up an early flirt fairly quickly here.
Yeah, we're waiting our time a little bit. Here it is, a 34% flirt.
So not perfect,
maybe sometimes
but certainly not bad.
Yeah, maybe a tad bit too respectful. Especially Redwoods. Again, this is a very occlusion
heavy venue.
Yes.
Out and back in, this time at the opposite end of the conversation. If we hit another white test, and we do hit another white test, it's effectively a poor man's close green test. 51% after 2 flirts. But we do have the double agent here to play with as well. Oh, some quick talks and interrupts to try to coax someone out of conversation without looking too suspicious. It doesn't wind up working, but lots of movement winds up happening shortly after anyways.
The only person we managed to coax out is the double agent.
Double agent does drop back in again shortly after. So we might be able to pick up a contact sometime soon, but a lot of people out and about. A bug attempt as the ambassador steps around the back of us, but not quite close enough for the bug to take. Third flirt, rather. Another green test from a distance brings us up to 76%.
Yeah, and again, a very slow game for Tabsies. We haven't really moved apart. Here's the contact, though. Really good contact in terms of how many people have reels. Only a couple of lowlights taken. That's about it.
Yeah, that was a very good contact. This is a bit of a tricky venue to get great contacts on. That was a great contact. Out to statues we go, the right side of the red bookcase for our first inspect. Minute and 10 to play.
Okay, it doesn't seem. I thought we're gonna try to go for a.
Oh, that's just
Never
a green
mind.
swap.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna say, but thought we're not gonna go for a swap here, but indeed we're gonna go for seduce into inspects here at the other bookshelf here,
This should be
and
a quick
Salmon
finish.
is the one who's taking.
Flirt done. Here's the pickup on the green statue.
We're zoomed in. We're zoomed in to see the
Swap
fade.
in 3, 2, 1 now. Got a good look at the fade. At least it was very much on camera, but there's no reaction to it at all, so I assume his eyes were elsewhere.
20 seconds left. We need to go into
There's been
bookcase
no
now.
reaction from Max Snax on this swap.
We need to go to
17
bookhouse.
seconds.
I don't know what the finish is here.
I think he's waiting on a green test timeout at the end to try to make it look like it's hanging. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, he's heading inside. It's gonna be the bug. Gets the bug. It does take. He's hiding behind the ambassador. Max Snax panics, takes a shot because he doesn't know where the last missions came from, and Tabsies is knocking on the door once again, finds another spy win. It's 7-8.
Oh, I was gonna say that seemed like the ugliest finish it can possibly do, bugging the ambassador right at the who's standing at the statues here, but again the sniper's gaze is not looking there. He doesn't see actually that we are behind him. It just seems that silhouette just seems that ambassador's sitting alone, and with the movement. You're just thinking that it's and the highlight is picking up a drink. We don't confirm that it's not Perlin because there's just no time. The overtime beats are happening, and we just assume that the Perlin has been taken by Wheels and we shot him.
Unfortunately,
That was-
freeze.
Trees, indeed. that was the ugliest way you can finish missions, but sometimes ugliest is the correct way to do things. And Tabsies is back again within one.
Ugly is a matter of perspective, especially in SpyParty. Back in we go to Redwoods for another round. It's Max Snax on the Spy versus Tabsies Sniper with a chance to tie things at 8 in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, not a lot of even though we had only 3 years, not a lot of games left. It's first to 12. There's 51% on the first flirt. But yeah, you'd rather be tied sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. Tabsies has had plenty of success on the spy side, though, so even if they're not able to break through here, it's certainly not hopeless.
Absolutely isn't, but just from the mental perspective, you'd rather claw that deficit of 2 not on the final venue, on the final 2 games, Rob.
Indeed. So Max Snax starting off, just hanging out, doing his flirts like normal. It's 51% after the first. There's the cooldown. It's 100% after the second. So that's a mission done early.
Yeah, again, Max Snax hitting those 2 flirts rather consistently. It just leaves a lot of time just plan out the rest of the mission, the rest of the game plan, rest of the missions. Gives you so much
the
shit.
Ambassador we go. That really
close.
looked like it was going to be a bug, and then it wasn't.
I think that Snax saw the laser positioning of Tabsies and thinking, okay, but we are standing right next to the ambassador. He isn't going to be forced out.
Look at the range. We are just barely outside of personal space violation. I think we can still
And here's the
bug from here, and we can. Waits for the sniper to start to rotate and takes it. That's a beautiful standing bug coming out of Max Snax.
And yeah, and just because of positioning and the fact that ambassador's not forced out, it just forces the sniper to either watch this potential bug for the entirety of the time, or just let it go to just potentially watch other mission sites. And Max Snax, with perfect timing, takes the standing bug, completely unseen. We get a highlight for a bar visit. That's about it.
He took a contact as well to pull the attention away after the fact, just in case he was able to put something together. So that's 3 missions down. Bug done, contact done, flirt done. Under a minute to play, but only 1 mission to get. Unfortunately, there's no progress towards it.
Yeah, we have a delegate in hand.
Doesn't matter. Shot comes off, and Max Snax maintains his lead again.
Oh man, I wonder what we get. Is that a phantom sub? Do we have bug? Okay, does Steel have bug credit somewhere? Okay, she has.
It's library.
One statue.
I mean, it's Redwoods. Everybody has bug credit.
It's not Tayan, pardon.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem so. Again, she's not even done with inspects actually. So again,
yeah, she was
maybe
pilot right at that statue.
Yeah, she was just highlighted. She didn't even have full inspects. Interesting. I just again maybe I don't know. You want to say just like a slight misplay from Tabsies here.
It's a long set. Occasionally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not easy. No flame towards them.
Hey, I mean, at least it wasn't the double agent this time.
True. So, 7-9, the scoreline coming out of Redwoods. Terrace is up next. It's going to be Tabsies on the spy side first versus Max Snax on the sniper. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Oh, you have to again. How many times that Tabsies has done this, where he picks up a spy win and just sadly cannot put it together again on the sniper side right afterwards. And the Terrace, not the easiest venue to find a sniper win either. Oh, sorry, spy win either.
Yeah, it's true. We'll see what Tabsies is able to do with it on the spy side. If he can find the spy win here, that could very easily be his ticket to tying this set up. His first flirt is a green test for 35% at almost max distance. Also in with the double agent, but not enough people in conversation to be willing to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah, and Terrace, as people may question though, the only venue where you absolutely for sure know who is the double agent. There's no suspected double agents. So both spy and sniper know exactly who has a real content, who does not. And in the small of the 3 of 7 venue variety, that matters. Both spies and snipers tend to watch that for a lot, as we get another green for 70%.
Yeah. Absolutely. That said, that is generally made up for by the fact that you can very often get some very high percentage contacts on this venue. So if you pick up a couple and try to spread out who has reels, that can be very useful for a spy.
Oh, this could be a perfect contact right now.
And he takes it. It's not a real contact, but Max Snax won't know that. 70% on the flirt is all the progress we have currently. But we have a bit of time to work.
Yeah, we highlight the conversations with real contact as we split from the briefcase redirect back in conversation with seduction target.
out and back into the other side of the conversation makes us look a lot less conspicuous than it otherwise would, and gives us a much better positioning for this last flirt. So that is the flirt done. Our first mission of 3, minute and 5 left to play, and no other progress as of
I'm
yet.
gonna go for a bug here. This isn't the range for a standing bug.
It's risky though. That's pretty
Yeah,
exposed.
it is risky. I wonder if this is gonna be trying to go for a frame.
We haven't taken a real contact yet, but now is not the time for it. There's so many people out of conversation. Into the bar we go. This is going to use up a ton of time.
I think we're just gonna try to go for a frame here. We're gonna try to frame one of the highlights here. Who have a real contact.
So. I expect he's going to take this directly. No, he delegates.
I think we're gonna delegate to what? Oh, it's a fingerprint on this drink, incidentally, as well.
There's no time to get a second, I don't think, unless the
master releases
straight for this briefcase, which he does.
Oh, there's a
bug on the way through, but it does get caught. Tabsy's not able to get the win on the spy side on Terrace, bringing Max Snax up to 10. Time is starting to run short for Tabsies.
Yeah, if that bug does. Unfortunately, we caught the tail end of the bug for animation there. If that happened slightly earlier, if that bug animation ended slightly earlier, I think we could have gone with that, or maybe we just had to commit for a briefcase. We had to commit for a delegate into a briefcase there for a print finish. But either way. Good. Nice attempt from Tabsies. Again, better sniper from Snax. As now we step in for the second game of Terrace.
Max Snax on the spy side versus Tabsies sniper. Tabsies really needs to hold it down from the sniper side here. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Should he not do so, Max Snax is gonna have 4 match points. And that's very hard to come back from.
Absolutely.
Especially with the pressure of the set, the length of the set especially.
34% on the first flirt. So a slow but steady start from Max Snax. Double Agent looks like they're coming over to say hi. I don't think... Well, no, actually he does just take the contact. That's off a couple of lowlights, including a Smallman.
One large man and one small man. That's the price we pay for the contact here. So we're gonna go to a bar straight away. That's not just a wreck purloin for framing T. Orange, sorry here.
Oh my god, what a play! A beautiful frame from Max Snax.
Yeah, we frame Orange sorry here. And we leave at the perfect time. Right as she started talking, she does have a real contact as well. Even then, even a briefcase up on top of it. A beautiful frame from Max Snax.
Doesn't get much better than that. Theoretically, Tabsies could have held that to wait for mission count, but it likely wouldn't have mattered. And so late in a set, you're often just relieved when you find something like that. I'm not surprised they took the shot when they did, but it is going to be 4 match points. It's a mountain to climb from Tabsies, starting from the spy side of Modern in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
What a bold play to do at the tail end of the set from Snax. I have to commend it.
Absolutely. To have that kind of wherewithal at the end of a long set like this is beautiful to see.
Some people, even though it's technical, quote unquote, isn't a very difficult play to make, technically, but the mental fortitude to be able to track that and to have the goal and the boldness to go for it, that's what's impressive.
Yeah, the mechanical difficulty of things in spy parties almost never the limiting factor. factor. The drink bug was one of those times where it is, but there are very few instances of things like that in this game. Mostly it is just whether or not you think to make the play. Tabsies right now on the Spy side, really down to the wire and not making a lot of progress early on.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, our seduction target just out in the outskirts of the venue. Just finally, we go into the bookcase. It is a green test for 51%.
Does pull the book out
and we take a book
well.
out.
So we might be able to get some progress off of this. Wanted to, in conversation with the double agent. The double agent did not want it back, unfortunately, so we're not able to make that happen.
Yeah, and again, our seduction target's all the way out front. We have to wait until they decide to go into a conversation circle somewhere.
Well, or to the bar. We could easily chase them to bar.
I don't think the bar takes books, though. That's the
fair.
problem.
2 minutes and 10 seconds. We've used a lot of time here as well, and we have very little progress to show for it. All we have is the 51% in the flirt from the start of the game and the red book in hand. I don't think we can afford to put this back in the red book case.
We definitely can't. I wouldn't even... I would really like to see a timeout here as well. Our seduction target seems to agree as well, as we check time again at the windows at the outskirts.
Double agent not playing nice either. Went from briefcase to statues. So it's not a pad. Are we gonna read the book here? Is that
we can't. We can't. We don't have time. We have 90 seconds to find 4 missions. 3.5. We just cannot afford to do an animation transfer. We have to go for this book, and we have to do it now. No, I really don't like this.
There's no time for this. It's a fun play. It's just there's no time. Back into the red bookcase this book goes. We have red microfilm in pocket. 1 minute to play. If anything goes wrong in the last minute of this game, that's the set over. This needs to be a green test. Is it a green test?
We have to leave immediately.
It certainly is. 45 seconds to play. First mission complete. Gotta go.
3 more to find. We can't afford to stay in this conversation. We have to leave. But even then, it's gonna take 25 seconds to complete this. Gonna go for a swap here, presumably.
This, I think, could be a way to get it done in time. Take 2 inspects here. Take an inspect swap at the other statue and straight in to the bookcase. Actually goes for the green swap on this one so he can do the bookcase while that's pending.
No time, 10 seconds.
I don't think there's time. Here's the transfer. Gets it in the book. 3 seconds. Book goes down. There's no last mission to pick up. And the spy runs out of time and runs out of match. The game is over, and Max Snax takes it home.
Man.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Again, I think the animation transfer is just what doomed him to just run out of time.
Yeah, this is like the second timeout where he basically had, if he had just gone a little bit quicker, he might have gotten a win.
Yeah, just mismanaged the clock at the end of the game. That's all it is.
Yeah. At this point, at the end of the send-off, of course, I presume it's also nerves. You just have to assume that.
Yep.
It's not easy to play the game for like almost 20 games in a row in a high competitive environment.
Oh yeah.
But with that said, congratulations to Max Snax and for the victory in here, well earned. And I would say their prize is going to be playing either Assatean Effect or OP Rise, but that doesn't seem much of a prize based on how they've been performing in Diamond.
The prize is that they get to play more competitive SpyParty, I think.
Yeah, that is indeed. And so to explain it again, so in the first round here in the Masters Championships, Nebula and Max Snax advance, and the the next round of players from Diamond 3 and Diamond 4 get to choose, because OP Rice finished in the third on the Diamond division. He gets the choice to who to play, either Max Snax or Nebula, and Assassine Effect will get the other player.
That's a very tough choice.
Yeah, I have to assume that OP Rice will pick Max Snax. And Assassine Effect will pick Nebula. And either way, both matches are going to be absolute bangers. I can't wait for it.
Yes, I mean, I'm slightly I mean, Max Snax did great, but I love the spy plays by Tabsies. It'll be interesting to see. It's too bad he didn't go on, but we'll see them again next season, I'm sure.
Host shouldn't have favoritism.
Oh no! Well, no, I like bold spy play, and Tabsies did a pretty good job at it. Just a little, just needs to improve the time management just a little bit. And I think I think they will have a solid chance of getting into Diamond.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's
going to do it for us tonight, though. Thanks a ton for everybody who came out to watch. If you're new here and haven't seen what's going on before, this game is called SpyParty. You can get it on Steam or at SpyParty.com for $25. If you get on the website, you still get a Steam key, and the creator gets a little bit more of your money. If you've been playing this game for a little while and are interested in getting into the competitive scene, discord.gg/SpyParty is the place to go. There's always stuff going on and always a ton of lovely people to help you start that journey.
All right, yeah, and with that, I have been Kletos, your host once again, and thank you, Taboshi and Wrestler.
It's been a pleasure.
Yep, and thank you everybody for watching.
Very well.
Yeah. All right.